Hello. How's it going? So, before we get into today's lovely streaming coming to you from the East Coast, I don't know why this music makes me want to, like, radio voice. Let's talk for a minute, huh? We're just gonna go straight into this. No intro music except for this. So let's talk for a second. So, as you can see, today we will be streaming a game off of the Wii U, and not this device here. Now, people may recognize this device that I have here. I'll give you a better view of it right here. Actually, I can do this instead, actually. There we go. Let me turn this down a little bit in my... Actually, I could probably keep it at the same volume, just turn it down on my end. There we go. How's that? Yeah, that's good volume. Okay. So you might recognize this device here. This is called a Nintendo... new Nintendo 2DS. It's quite a fancy piece of technology, though you might not recognize it with quite this surface on it. I'm gonna get that replaced here soon. Also, I totally forgot to open up Chatty, so hang on, let me just do that real quick. I have no idea if anyone is viewing this right now. Let's just connect. Okay. Chatty connected. Good. Okay. So, you might recognize this piece of technology. Check it out, guys. The camera, or rather the screen, is fixed. I can fucking play Pokemon while seeing what I'm doing on the screen. Now, granted, for the most part, I'm, watching off of the monitor output. So let me just go ahead and plug that in real quick and show you what that's like now. Just real quick, like. Let's go on over to the 3DS capture here. And then boot up the program here. And whenever it decides to load, you see that? Oh, you see that black screen. So, here's the thing, guys. Here's what happened. When I went to repair the 3DS, it came at a cost. And the cost was the capture card. It broke. I'm not, no joke. The capture card in this 3DS no longer functions. However, all is not lost. Though I did actually think it was all lost for a moment there. It's gonna be a while before I can stream Pokemon again because of this. However, I managed to get in contact with Murky, the original modder who made the 3DS capture. This was originally an issue, however, because Murky no longer produces 3DS capture boards. However, I managed to get in contact with them and arrange a deal where I can get this fixed. So, my screen is fixed, which is my issue fixed, and now your issue, which is more my issue, but is that now we gotta get the capture card fixed. The problem was when I went to open up the 3DS and fix the screen myself, those wires were very surprising in the way that they were hooked up. I'm not going to take apart this 3DS again, but essentially there's a slow port here, and that's where I plugged the 3DS into, or the cable that records the 3DS. There's some wires that... So that's actually attached to this bottom piece of plastic, and the motherboard is, if you can look real closely, there's like a separation here between the bottom piece of plastic and where this screen sits. The motherboard actually sits on this and is like attached to this middle piece, essentially. And that's also where the capture card was. So this wire was hanging from this piece, the bottom piece, to the middle piece. It really wasn't intended for me to open it up. And I had to open up all of it in order to essentially move this copper ribbon all the way through and switch that out. It was a grueling process. I had to get my friend Aaron to come over and help fix this 3DS because yeah, it was a process, to say the least. But it is fixed. It's just gonna be a while before Pokemon can resume. So, what do we have in the meantime? Well, we have a Wario game called WarioWare Stab It. Sorry, Wario Land Stab It. Kind of looks like this. Yeah. It's really good. This is a fake knife, by the way. But Wario does feel the pain because he eats too much garlic. Anyways, why don't we play the new game? So, yeah, hang on.